Bryan Wilson here with assistant coach of the Drumheller Dragons, Kenton Levesque. And Kenton, wanted to catch up with you a little bit and hear your story. You've spent time in your junior career here as a Drumheller Dragon, as the captain of the Drumheller Dragons, and now as an assistant coach. So it's an interesting process. And I guess take me back to your playing days a little bit with the Drumheller Dragons. What was that experience like a few years ago here in Drumheller as a Dragon and as a captain as well?
I mean, yeah, out of midget AAA, I chose to come to Drumheller and pursue the junior career, and what an amazing opportunity it was. Coach Price was here at the time, and he believed in me and chose to keep me around here, and I just had an unbelievable experience. I mean, the people in this town are something truly special. I come from a small town, Ponoka, and it just reminded me a lot like home. So it made things really easy to transition to, and then I got to live with Arlene Turner, and I'm sure a lot of people know of Arlene here in Drumheller, and she's just an amazing lady, and she had that grandma touch almost, and it made me feel really special, and there's 3 meals every day, and they're just those little things that mattered so much, and then. So being able to play here and then to be the captain of the team was just truly an honor, and I played with some great teammates, some good coaches, and so I've left this organization at that time with a really good feeling in my heart, and I wanted to come back here in some way, so then to have that opportunity as a coach is a pretty unique experience.
No, obviously the league has changed a little bit. I've been in here since the 2012-13 season, and I've noticed changes. But even before that, as a player, coming back as a coach, have you seen any drastic differences in the style of play in the Alberta Junior Hockey League, or what have you noticed since you've come back?
Yeah, the league's fast. Holy moly, is it fast now? I think I'd be in the penalty box all night if it was back then. But these kids can play. They're skilled now. It was more of a rough and tough game back when I played. And there was, again, the fighting rule and things like that. Those are the obvious changes. But even the icing, not changing on the icing, and so there's some cool changes. I think exciting changes for the AJHL. It makes it an exciting game for the fans. So those are just kind of the things that I've seen change. And then as far as the Drumheller Dragons is concerned, like the room is spectacular now. Coach Kevin Hasselberg has done an amazing job in there, and just the kind of the structure of how the organization is set now, that's changed a little bit, and I think it just has such a positive spin on things. So I'm really happy to be back a part of it, be back a part of the AJHL, because I think it's just a fantastic hockey league. So those are just some of the things.
Now, as far as leaving the your junior career and moving on, what inspired you to get into coaching? And of course, you mentioned why you came back to Drumheller, but as a coach, what inspired you to pursue that route?
I had Coach Price. I have to give a lot of credit to him. He made me think of the game in ways that I never, the details of the game, and I just fell in love with the details. And so I wanted to give back. I wanted to find some way to give back to the younger players after my playing career. So I found a home in Cochrane there, and I started coaching Bantam hockey, and then I went up to minor midget AAA and spent a couple years there, and then so I just got the warm feeling of making people around you have fun and enjoy the game, and then help them pursue hockey at the high levels, because the people that you meet along the way are just something they change your life. So I just always wanted to find a way back in the game, and lucky enough to Coach Kevin called me this summer and gave me an avenue back into Drumheller, and to fill my love for not only hockey but my love for Drumheller and junior hockey. It's pretty neat.
So how did it feel? I guess you've been out on this ice before, but stepping out there in a suit on the bench, running the defensive side of things. Were you nervous in your first game? Walk us through that feeling that first night when you walked out on the bench for the Drumheller Dragons.
Holy cow, was I nervous? Yeah, I probably went through 2 packs of gum, I think, but just chewing away. But no, I was dreaming of it for a long time, fantasizing about it, and I had a lot of family here and a lot of friends that I played here with. So everyone was so supportive, and I was just I mean, I still think about it sometimes. It's just how cool of a feeling that was. Then after that game, it's work. Now you got to come to work, and there's been a lot of things that have happened throughout the year already that you kind of write down, and you make sure that either you don't make that mistake again, or you write down and say, man, was that cool. So it's been a kind of a roller coaster of a year, which I'm sure every year is, but I've just been so excited, and that first game was awesome.
All right, finally, you mentioned there's things that you write down, you make notes, and things you want to improve on. But what are some of the things you've been learning as a coach, and maybe some of the challenges that you've overcome in your first season here behind the bench?
I guess the most important thing that is not from getting away from telling to asking. I guess empowering these players. I mean, these players are so smart, and they watch the game, whether it's on TV or whether it's on the internet, and they're so creative. It'd be just I think it would just be a crime to kind of tell these guys what to do all the time, and more ask them what they're seeing, and then just kind of try to push that awareness for them, and make them feel empowered and take control of their game. So that's one thing I really liked, and Kevin has that style, and I just really gravitate towards that. So that's one thing I've seen change, and then. I guess just the amount of preparation that goes into everything. You don't understand it as a player as much, and then when you come and you're a coach, and it's like we're at the rink all the time. We're watching video all the time. You don't stop thinking about hockey, which I love. Like that's why I did it. So that was a little bit eye opening at first, but I've just really enjoyed my time here so far. So
all right, well, thanks so much for doing this, and we appreciate your time.
thank you so much.